switching over from records to CD
CDs.
players, and then
Yeah.
kids, you know, like they would be jumping around on the dance floor and make the record skip, and they would clap every time the, you know, then would make them skip. And
Fianaka's got it going today.
he's got a good boot.
That's 37 yards.
I'm trying to figure out, they've had more trouble with their snaps this
Snaps,
year.
yeah.
Some of them just been downright.
Yeah. That looked good.
Looks like they got Hurley snapping tonight.
Coach Sean.
He's an interesting. You know, I have learned I can get more good intel from him
Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts. And we want to give thanks to our business sponsors who help make these live presentations possible. I'm Jim McCoy along with Mark McLemore. Johnny McCoy is on the camera. And we're coming to you live from Jack Woodward Stadium at Phoenix High School, where it'll be the Pirates taking on the Challengers. A pair of teams coming in with identical records early in their league schedule. Phoenix, a team on the rise after a few difficult seasons and some difficult events in the community. And then the Challengers coming off a pair of state championships. But right now, kind of in a rebuilding mode with several young players. But they've got a winning streak going right now, and we'll try to keep that going tonight. What we're going to do right now is we're going to take a quick timeout, and when we return, we'll be back with more of your pregame show here on TableRockSports.net. Actually, instead of going a break, we're going to go ahead and go to the public address announcement with a special announcement tonight.
Tonight, we'd like to welcome the visiting Cascade Christian Challengers. They are led by head coach John Getman. Challengers come into tonight's contest with a 2-3 record, 1-0 conference coming last week. The starting lineup for tonight's challengers: number 1, Riley Richardson; number 2, Bryson Walker; number 5, Alex Bianca; number 6, Caleb Scaglione; number 12, Jared Farmer; number 14, Caleb Parker; number 55, Evan Franco; number 70, Sam Smith; number 71, Walter Bradley; number 74, Zach Cook; number 78, Scott Scott. Nines. This is a 3A Southern Oregon Conference showdown. The starting lineup for your Phoenix Pirates tonight: wearing number 2, Parker DeVay; wearing number 6, Sidney McQueen; RB1 tonight, he wears the number 7, Cody Martin; and QB1 tonight, wearing the number 15, Peyton Turner. At the wideouts, number 21, Wyatt Dean, and number 22, Landon Hudson. In the trenches tonight, number 50, Angelo Tom; number 51, Aiden Reyna; and number 55, Diago Vaca; number 56, Dawson Ford; and number 57, Marcus Bever. Your Phoenix Pirates are led by head coach and captain of the pirate ship, Mr. Charlie Hall. His assistants, Bubba Rylance, Tariq Moore, Quadarius Clemens, Coach TD, Clyde Bell, Neil Carvalho, James Lockwood, and Eric Sullivan. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight before the national anthem, we want to take some time and honor and remember one of the top sports officials in our region, Cecil Felkins. Cecil passed away on October 4th, 2024, after battling an aggressive and unforgiving rare cancer that he was diagnosed with after umpiring his last Medford Rogues baseball game this summer. Cecil was a 3-sport official and educator who officiated as high as the professional level in baseball. He also officiated at the high school and collegiate level in football, basketball, and baseball throughout Central and Northern California and Southern Oregon. He always gave his best effort at every game, regardless of the level of play, and strived for perfection so that his call didn't impact the outcome of the game. Integrity, honesty, and consistency were the foundations of what Cecil Falcons stood for. So let's please honor and respect and play the game and let the official calls for tonight's contest. Both Cascade Christian and Phoenix High School players wear a sticker on their helmet with the initials CF to commemorate the life of Cecil Falcons and his service to our region. Will you all please rise and join us?
Cameron, hang on, the band's playing, hang on.
Time now.
Okay, go for the moment of silence and then the anthem.
Before the national anthem, will you all please rise and join us for a moment of silence, followed by the playing of our national anthem for Cecil Falcons.
Thank you. Band.
The playing of our national anthem by the Phoenix High Marching Band. We will take a quick time out, and when we return, we'll get you ready for the start of tonight's game. It is the Challengers and the Pirates on TableRockSports.net. Okay, we're going to go ahead and keep it right here for the moment while we kind of work through a couple of technical things related to the camera. I think we just have a kind of a crazy connection here, but coming into the ball game, Mark.
Valley's a good team right now, ranked number 4 in the state. So there's no doubt that the Knights are probably one of the better teams in the conference this year. So they have played some tough teams so far, won a couple of games, and just watching them warm up, you know, they look much better than we've seen them in the past years.
Indeed they have. Well, Charlie Hall, head coach for the Pirates, came in here after coaching at Ashland High School and Southern Oregon University, a coach that has, he knows a few things because he's seen a few things during the course of his career, and one of the things that you can definitely see is some growth in this program. No doubt one of the things that has to be helpful for the Pirates is the growth and experience. A number of players that we'll see in tonight's starting lineup are players that were on this roster and seeing major minutes last year. So
yeah, and that starts with Peyton Turner, the quarterback senior, 6'4", 155, can throw the ball down the field. Challenger defensive backs are going to get tested tonight. I think it looked like Phoenix is going to want to throw the football around. We've seen Charlie Hall offenses in the past, and that's what I would suspect the Pirates are going to do, is try to throw the football around. And so we'll see how the defensive backs for the Challengers fare, and whether or not the Challengers can get some pressure on the quarterback. Those two things I think are going to be keys to the football game. If Phoenix protects the quarterback and he gets some time to throw, I think you're going to see a good night for the Pirates. And if the Challengers can put some pressure on the quarterback, it's going to be a good night, I think, for the Challengers. So we'll see how that plays out as we go along here. But definitely, I think those are going to be keys to the game for both teams. And the Challengers offensively, we've seen them kind of sputter at times this season. It'll be interesting to see if they can get the offense rolling early against this Pirate defense. So we'll see how that goes as well. It looks like they're trying to get the clock set, is what they're waiting for down there right now, as the clock's running down. And what's going to go off here in a few seconds, and they'll get it reset, and we'll get the old ball game started here, as the Challengers must have either won the toss and deferred, or the Pirates chose to get the ball. I didn't really see the coin toss, so
No. What we have is the Challengers dressed in their white uniforms, purple numerals. Alex Fianacca getting ready to kick it away. Back deep to receive will be Trey Castile. And also back there will be senior Wyatt Dean. The Hayes in the barn. The work is done. It's time to play. End over end kick. And that'll reach the back of the end zone.
It might be open down the field, but he's not able to have his head up to see them because of that Challenger pressure and eventually the sack.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 12 for the Pirates. First series of the ball game. Trip receivers out to the left. Turner looking right. And the pass in and out of the hands of Trey Castile, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, should have been caught. The ball was well thrown. Just Castillo started running before he caught the ball. Little swing pass there. He was open. And unfortunately for the Pirates, he's not able to hang on to the football, and looks like the Pirates are in punt formation, and Bryson Walker back for the Challengers.
Luis Alcantar Ochoa will get ready to kick it away. As you mentioned, Mark, got Bryson Walker, who grew up in Phoenix. His dad, Toby, a one-time coach for the Pirates. And pressure there by Derek Farmer. A very short kick will give the Challengers excellent field position as they set up offensively for the first time. Let's go ahead and meet the offense for Cascade Christian. Quarterback will be Derek Farmer. He'll be joined in the backfield by Bryson Walker. The receivers, Caleb Scaglione, Briley Richardson, Caleb Parker, and Alex Fianacca will get the offensive line after this snap. 1st and 10, ball spotted at about the 34-yard line. Walker with it's going to take off and run, and he finds a lane to the outside. 20, 10, touchdown, Challengers.
You're not going to catch him. 34 yards on the touchdown. Nice cut by Walker as he gets through the line of scrimmage, cuts it to the outside, and a great job of blocking by that offensive line. And also, one of the wide receivers, I didn't catch a number, coming down and making the block on the edge that freed Walker up to get around and score the touchdown. 34 yards on the play.
Let's see if we can catch that on the replay. Walker to the outside. It looked like we had Scaglione out that way.
Yeah, that makes sense. Good blocker. And he just sort of caved in the guy that was on the edge, and once Bryson got outside, you're not going to catch him.
So into attempt the point after. Alex Fianacca, he drills it. And your score. It'll be the Challengers 7, I should say. And the Pirates nothing. We'll be back after these messages on TableRockSports.net.
Jeep Adventure Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 24 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
I ride my bike and sometimes the bus, sometimes both at the same time. I do have a car, but right now it's just too expensive to pay for insurance and gas. I love my job. At Ashland Food Co-op, they're a partner with RVTD's Employer Pass program. It makes it super easy for me to get to work and save a ton of money. It's way cheaper to be able to pay $10 a month, and now I can go anywhere in the valley. Pretty much unlimited rides. It's more than just a bus ride. RVTD is moving our community forward.
Back to action. Challengers kick it away. And Cascade Christian getting on the board early on a 34-yard run by Bryson Walker. And Walker with a lot of ties to this community. Like I said, for years, Toby Walker, part of the community here, spent a lot of practices as a little kid watching the action while Dad was working with the team. Turner on first down. The give is to Cody Martin. And it looks like he'll pick up about 3 on the play to bring up a second down and 7.
Good job by the Challengers staying home on defense and keeping the edge. I think that was Sickler out there, making sure that the running back couldn't get around the edge.
Sickler in the secondary at one corner. Scaglione at the other. Turner dropping back, looking left, completes the pass, but immediately dropped by Jacob Beamish, one of those freshmen that has found his way into the lineup for the Challengers.
Nice gain, though, for Phoenix. They pick up about 4 yards and put themselves in 3rd and 4. 3rd manageable, I should say.
Well, that's the one thing. You got it at a 3rd and a 4. That opens up your playbook, gives you a lot of options. It's not like, well, we've got the pass here. And your pass options are many in this situation. So it's 3rd and 4. First quarter, and timeout called on the field by the Pirates. We will take a timeout as well. It is 7-0 Challengers here in the first quarter. We'll be back right after these messages.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Okay, back to action. 3rd down play. Pirates go to the ground. And it's Turner on the keeper. He's going to end up being a little bit short.
Yeah, he did a nice job trying to get to that marker, but a couple yards short. And the Pirates in punt formation here. 4th and 2.
Luis Alcantar Ochoa. And the little bit of trouble with the snap, and it is recovered by the Challengers. Alex Fianaka there.
Well, we have a flag.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. That came in fairly early.
Actually, there's a flag at the 30, and is that a flag in the backfield? No, that's just, it looks like somebody's towel that they lost. And false start against Phoenix Pirates. That, of course, is declined as the Challengers recover the football down at the Phoenix 12. Or 11. No, clear down at the 10, excuse me.
8:19 left to go in the first quarter of play. The Challengers, first and goal at about the 9-yard line. In motion, Scaglione. Farmer going to drop back. He finds a lane, and he's going to take it to the right side.
Touchdown.
And he scampers in for the touchdown for the Challengers.
So a 10-yard scamper by Farmer, and 2 plays, 2 touchdowns for the Challengers.
Show the replay there. Farmer had me completely sold on the idea he was throwing that football, but he saw that opening, read the play well, obviously, used some of that 4.5 speed, and off to the races he went. In for the point after, Alex Fianacca, out of the hold of Caleb Scaglione. Good snap. Good looking kick. And it's right down Broadway. It's good. So good to see the Challengers special teams who've had some of their ups and downs through the course of the early season doing well on that one. And the Challengers end up taking the 14-0 lead. We'll be back after these messages on TableRockSports.net.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Hi guys, my name is Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that
Challengers have already kicked it away 3 times on the evening. And so far, Mark, it's just been a game where special teams have loomed large in this game. Positives for Cascade and not so positive thus far, anyway, for the Pirates.
Yeah, and you know, Fianacca really doing a great job of kicking the ball in the end zone and making the Pirates start at their own 20 has given the Challengers great field position so far in this game as well.
Need to update that scoreboard. It is a 1st and 10, and they'll end up picking up, looks like about 4 yards on the play. So good run on business. You just understand that some of these things are a part of life, and you power through until you get back on again. And made a little change here, at least in terms of score, since we started running into technical trouble. It's remained a 14-0 ball game. The Challengers jumping out to the early lead. Derek Farmer scoring on a 10-yard run for the second score of the quarter. And then it was Bryson Walker on a 34-yard touchdown run to open the game. So, I've been playing engineer here, trying to catch up on the scoreboard here, and heard a lot of noise up here in the press box, Mark, and a lot of noise out on the field, but it's kind of seemed like it's a lot of sound and fury signifying nothing.
Well, that's kind of what's happened. The Challengers pretty much drove the length of the field after a Phoenix punt, and then the Farmer fumbled the football back to Phoenix, and now Phoenix has had it for three plays now, and they're getting ready to punt the football back to the Challengers. So that's kind of what has happened while you were away. That beautiful punt. Drives Walker clear back to the Challenger 40.
And Walker with it, trying to run right straight up the field, but there to drag him down for the Pirates, Morgan Buckmaster. And it'll be challenger ball. They'll have good field position, but I don't know. It's interesting what happens when the challengers come over here and play, Mark. You remember last year was kind of another one of those type of games that we saw a lot of unusual activity, maybe mistakes that players don't ordinarily make. And for the challengers, the last few games have been relatively turnover-free. Here, Farmer completes the pass to Parker. Parker dashes up the sideline, picks up the first down, pushed out around the neighborhood of the 25-yard line. So the challengers moving the chains here, looking to extend their 14-point lead.
Yeah, nice job by Parker getting up the field, 22 yards on the play. Challenger first down, and now they're deep in, almost into the red zone here once again.
Walker with the ball, has some running room on the right side of that challenger line where Evan Stonehill and Cole Breitler do their work. You know, we talk about the challengers being a relatively young team, but Mark, where they have a lot of experience, at least in terms of class standing, is along their line. A lot of seniors in that lineup.
Yeah, that's really the only place. Most of the skill positions are juniors and sophomores, but the lines, both offensive and defensive line, that's where the seniors are.
Derek Farmer looking left, pass complete.
Scaglione.
Touchdown challengers.
14 yards on the strike. And that's the third touchdown now for the challengers here in the first half. Good throw that time by Farmer. Nice little pump fake to set it up, and a great throw into a little window between the corner and the safety into the end zone. So great job by all involved, and a nice, good-looking drive there for the challengers for their third score.
Into a 10th point after for the challengers will be Alex Fianacca out of the hold of Scaglione. Long snapper, Zach Cook. The kick is up and
no good.
No good.
Must have been wide right, I think. 9:46 to go here in the second quarter.
So we'll take this opportunity to take a quick timeout, and when we return, we'll have more football action coming your way on TableRockSports.net.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Right.
Welcome back to Jack Woodward Stadium here at Phoenix High School. Fianacca with the kickoff, and once again, it is deep. Wyatt Dean on the return. Good return there for the Pirates. They'll be about the 23-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. And you talked about it, Mark. We've seen those moments of brilliance from this Pirate team who comes in at 2-3. But, you know, it just seems like every program that is kind of, you know, had to really kind of rebuild from whole cloth. It's a long process. There's a lot of moving parts to this game. 2-back set. And Turner, Michael Covey, the freshman who made his first start against Henley a couple of weeks ago, making his presence felt as he wraps up Turner in the backfield.
Yeah, again, some great pressure by the challengers by Covey, and Turner was more worried about the pressure than he was looking downfield, and that's exactly what's been the problem for the Pirates so far tonight.
So that'll bring up a 2nd down and an acre for the Pirates. And while the challengers have had their ups and downs offensively, but on an upswing right now, it's been the defense that has been solid throughout the night. Man in motion to the right side. Pirates go to the ground game. Get up about the 15-yard line is where they'll set it.
Yeah, about 3 yards on the carry. Brings up 3rd and 16 after the sack and the running play.
So the Pirates find themselves in a 3rd and long. Ball spotted at the 15-yard line. DeVay in the backfield along with Peyton Turner, the quarterback. Turner dropping back, looking to throw, looking right, pass complete. And that is Dean with the reception, and that will leave the Pirates well short of the first down.
They only got about 8, needed 16, so they got about half of it on the play. But
better than where they were, but not quite enough.
Yes, exactly.
So Alcantar will come in to kick it away for the Pirates, and we've seen him get off some good kicks this evening. And you'll take all the help that you can get, especially when the man on the other side of your kick is Bryson Walker. Kick will hit down at about the 46-yard line. Picking it up is Walker. Walker going to go across toward the sideline, running upfield. Great run back. We got a flag on the play. He'll bring it home, but a flag back at the 50. And usually that does not portend good things for the return team.
Generally speaking, either a block in the back or a hold. Let's see what they got going on here. Great return by Walker as he picks up the bounced football and coming, but it looks like it's coming back. Both teams getting ready to head out on the field.
And indeed, a penalty against the challengers
for an illegal block. Let's see what we've got for.
See where they end up spotting the ball here.
Looks like it's a 10-yard penalty against the challengers, where they'll shut up shop at the 36.
So they still end up with good field position, although we end up with a nice highlight taken off the board. Here in the second quarter, we're about 6:52 away from halftime. And we will, Phoenix Marching Band, one of the best here in Southern Oregon, will be performing at halftime, and we'll be bringing you that as a part of our halftime show. Timeout called on the field. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back after these messages.
It's time to fall into savings at Medford Mattress, downtown Medford. If you want the lowest prices of the year on all in-stock Beauty Rest Serta and more, now's your chance. Memory foam queen starting at just $3.99. With adjustable base, only $9.99.
Come in and compare our prices. You'll be glad you did.
Time to fall into savings. Only at Medford Mattress, downtown Medford.
Where quality is still not costly.
Discover luxurious Karastan flooring at Lippert's Carpet One.
the flooring you need to live beautifully. With the National Karastan Month Savings with Style event, experience the luxury of Karastan and capture the lowest prices of the year. With savings up to $1,000 back on beautiful flooring and pay no interest for 18 full months during National Karastan Month, exclusively at both Lippert's Carpet One locations, Medford and Grants Pass.
Back to action. On the running play, Bryson Walker. Walker gets out to the 35-yard line, but again, a good defensive response by the Pirates to keep anything from happening there.
Yeah, Luke Jennings out there, along with Aiden Reyna, doing a good job out on the edge of keeping Bryson from really getting much. Actually lost a yard on that play.
So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 11. Farmer out of the shotgun. Bunch formation to the right. Walker's going to go left. Gets a block out there from Eli Young, who's in the ball game. And the Challengers will pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, Walker, a 14-yard carry there. And, you know, you might stop him for a little while, but you're not going to stop him all night. That's for sure. Challengers up to 96 yards rushing here in the first half, unofficially. And Walker's got a lot of those. Walker and Farmer have got the lion's share of them.
Out wide right is Bradley Richardson. In the slot to his side is Caleb Scaglione. Farmer rolling out to his right, looking downfield, has time, and there's just really nothing happening there. You could see he was looking in the direction of Fianaka, but there were a pair of Pirate defenders down there. Landon Hudson back there, along with number 37, Caden Darcy.
Yeah, pretty good coverage down the field. I thought he had Bradley Richardson right away after he curled, but he was looking at Fianaka, and then by the time he came back to Richardson, he was covered. Phoenix doing a good job covering the receivers down the field.
So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Challengers. Farmer with Scaglione in motion. Farmer on the keeper, and he stopped right at midfield. Pickup of maybe about 1 on the play, and that's it.
No, good job by Phoenix of covering both. They had the fly sweep covered, and I think Farmer did make the right read. And however, they also had the quarterback dive covered. So good job defensively by Phoenix of having the 2 options on that play, both pretty well covered. And the Challengers really only getting about a yard out of that. 3rd and long now here for Cascade at the 50.
Pair of receivers out to the right. Scaglione in the slot. Richardson out wide. Farmer got pressure. And I tell you what, that Pirate defense had that read like a book.
Well, it was just trying to be a quarterback run, but I think he probably should have handed that one off. It looked like to me that Walker was the right answer in that situation, and unfortunately he kept it, and there were more Pirates over there where he was trying to go than there were Challengers, and that's not a good sign when you're trying to run the football. Loss of 5, and now what are the Challengers going to do here? It looks like they're going to go for it, which I'm a little surprised by.
Might be doing that long count, and mission accomplished there. As Angelo Tom had a big play on his mind, but jumped off early. And now that'll bring the ball up to the 50-yard line, where now it'll be about roughly 4th down and a long 8.
And we'll see if the Challengers snap it here. I kind of suspect, as dominant as their defense has been, they are going to go for it here if I know Johnny.
In motion, well, there's kind of resetting here as Richardson and Scaglione coming in a little bit closer. Twin receivers out to the left side as well. Pass, little wide of the intended target, Briley Richardson, and it'll be a turnover on downs for the Challengers.
Yeah, and that's one that Derek just didn't set his feet right before he threw that football. Had an opportunity. I think Richardson was open, but he's got to get him the football. And he really was not a well-thrown ball in that situation.
So the Pirates get an opportunity here. Good field position as we make our way down to the 3:44 mark of the first half.
Challengers lead 20-0 here. Pirates with, as you mentioned, excellent field position here at the 50-yard line.
DeVay will set up in a slot to the left side. Martin in the backfield along with Turner. In motion is Dean. And they'll go ahead and hand to Martin. But Martin quickly stopped up and, save for big plays. This is really kind of almost set up to be a defensive battle.
Well, Michael Covey that time timed the snap perfectly and had a head of steam headed into the Pirate backfield and just blew that play up. So nice job by him that time. Loss of, looks like about 3 yards on the play. So 2nd now and 13 for the Pirates.
Pirates swapping out personnel, and we've got Hudson out wide to the left. Dean is the slot on his side. Turner getting a little bit of pressure, looking downfield for Akpan. And I think as we were anticipating this game, just because of his sheer length, and obviously he's a well-built kid at 6'5" and about 200 and some odd pounds and change, that Akpan got an opportunity there, but they couldn't complete.
And actually they had 3 receivers on our side of the field here, and only 2 Challenger defenders. So hopefully Cascade's getting that figured out, because basically Bryson Walker had to pick between 2 guys to guard because the Challengers did not have enough defenders when the Pirates went 3-2. And this time when we see Farmer coming out, it looks like, to cover that other receiver.
3rd down play, looking right straight down the middle in the direction of Wyatt Dean. There with the coverage, linebacker Wyatt Hurley. And it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, 4th down and 13, and the Pirate punt team comes out.
Luis Alcantar Ochoa, sophomore, punter and place kicker for Phoenix.
Has had some nice punts so far in this one.
Snap, good clean snap, and a good kick. And that's taken down at the 16-yard line by Walker. Walker, he's a slippery one as he makes his way out across the 25 up to the 27. So Challengers get the ball back.
2:40 left to go here in the half. They lead it 20-0, and I'm sure that they'd like nothing better to keep the ball and run the clock here and see if they can get something on the board before half.
Carson Willard into the ball game as a slot to the right side. 4 receiver set. Farmer completes the short pass, and breaking away from the pack is Caleb Scaglione to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Challengers.
74 yards on the touchdown. I'll tell you what, Scaglione has some speed too.
Yeah, he does. There's just speed everywhere for the Challengers.
We've been talking about Walker and Farmer, but that's a 74-yard touchdown where he outran several people to get himself into the end zone. So a little tunnel screen by the Challengers turns into the 74-yard touchdown, and Challengers right back on the board.
Challengers, Scaglione outrunning the posse. He had about 5 defenders chasing him. None could catch up. Challengers going to go ahead and go for 2 here. And Farmer going to go ahead and take off and go.
And I believe he gets in.
And he'll get it in for 2, and that will wrap up this drive as the Challengers take the 28-0 lead. We'll go ahead and pause for messages. You're watching high school football action right here on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before? Shoot it. Oh. Ah. Come on, ref. Open your eyes. Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
Fianaka getting set to kick it away. End over end kick. And this will be taken inside the 20 and out to the 41-yard line. Good field position as a result of this play. DeVay ends up taking it and running it out. And the Pirates will get it right at about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, really nice kick return that time for Phoenix, and sets them up in very nice field position. And they'd like nothing better than to put something on the board here before the half. 2:19 to go. Challengers lead 28-0.
Turner at quarterback. Wide right is Hudson. Bunch formation to the left, and
that's going to be a false start on Phoenix.
That'll go against Wyatt Dean. Dean over there along, we've got Sidney McQueen at a tight end spot into the ball game.
Pirates have been struggling a little bit on offense so far in the football game. Unofficially, they have 10 carries for just 1 yard due to a couple of sacks. And throwing the football, not much better. Turner has thrown it 8 times for just 10 yards.
Turner rolling out to his right, looking quickly downfield. He has the tight end McQueen. McQueen taken down at the 45-yard line. Pitch and catch, but looks like we've got a flag on the play.
Yeah, false start. I think actually illegal formation. I don't think they had enough guys on the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Pirates.
Check out the new sports voice in Southern Oregon, the Ace Sports Radio, AM 1300, FM 107.9, and streaming live at the acesportsradio.com. Featuring 5 live NFL games a week, the Ace Sports Radio.
So the 5-yard penalty makes it first down and 20 now for the Pirates.
And that'll put the ball back at their own 32.
Clock running, 2:11 to go here in the first half. Challenger defense has been very good today.
Right on top of their game. And you know what they say about defenses, as Martin tries to take off and run with it, and he might maybe pick up a yard on the play. But you can win a lot of ball games playing good defense.
Yes, you can. And the Challengers kind of struggled against the run to start the season, so much better of late. The last couple of games, that run defense is greatly improved.
And see some substitutions into the Challenger lineup. Number 68 is senior Grant Keller, playing football for the first time in his high school career. Pass complete. There, making the catch is Dean. Dean tries to rumble, bumble, stumble his way forward. Gets just outside midfield. So good pitch and catch there.
Yeah, give him about 13 yards on the play.
So that'll give them a third and much more manageable. A third and maybe about 6 or 7.
.52 seconds to go, clock running. here in the first half.
Caden Darcy quickly checking into the lineup. Bunch formation. Turner looking over the middle, and it is picked off. There to take it is Jacob Beamish. Beamish has one man to beat, and he's taken down at about the 12-yard line. But we also have a flag on the play, and we'll see what that's all about.
See who it's against, first of all. I think they're both against the Pirates, I think. 2 flags on the field. And they're holding penalties, and they're going to be declined, which means that that interception is going to stand, and the Challengers are going to take it on their own 10-yard line.
Well, now, if I'm not mistaken, Mark, you working with the Challenger basketball program, you've seen a little bit of Beamish, haven't you?
Yeah, he played a little bit with us this summer. Remember, he's an incoming freshman.
And he and Covey both have been difference makers on this team quickly in their high school careers.
Well, that was a great play by Beamish as he takes it, 45 yards on the interception return. And now the Challengers in great position to put something else on the board here before half.
Down at the 14, Farmer, no, he's going to keep it. Sells the fake really well. And he's got trouble, and he's just going to go ahead and live to fight another day.
And that's going to be an intentional grounding on Farmer. Remember, you have to throw it past the line of scrimmage, and he did not throw it past the line of scrimmage. So intentional grounding against the Challengers, a loss of down penalty, and the ball will be brought back to the 25-yard line. So it'll be a 15-yard penalty against Cascade Christian. And Farmer's got to know that, if he's going to throw it away, you can throw it away in high school now. It's completely legal, but you have to be outside the tackle box and
then throw it past
the line of scrimmage, which he did not do. So that's a big penalty. Actually, they move it all the way back to almost the 30-yard line, making it a 20-yard penalty at the end of the day because it's a spot foul plus 5 yards.
Challengers, whistle blowing, flag on the play, and it's against Cascade.
Someone lined up off sides, looks like Fianaka. So another 5-yard penalty against the Challengers. So their chances are getting slimmer and slimmer with just 25 seconds left now of getting this ball in the end zone, as a couple of costly penalties here have really slowed down the Challenger offense that was started with this football at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, somebody forgot to tell them they're going the wrong way.
Yeah. Second down and forever.
Yeah, it's a good ways down
Oh, it's second down and goal, actually, from the 35. You don't say that very often.
No, you don't. Farmer dropping back, quick drop, has a man wide open. And short hop there.
Yeah, that time he had Skaggs wide open in the middle of the field as Phoenix brought both linebackers on a blitz. Perfect play call, and Farmer just babied that in there. It's, how when you throw a football, you want to throw it. You can't baby it in there. You got to throw it. And he kind of short-armed that and tried to baby it in there and just underthrew Skaggs.
So that will bring up a 3rd and goal for the Challengers from way back deep. Farmer dropping back, rolling to his right, has a man, completes the pass
to Walker for basically no gain.
Walker coming into the game, the 3rd leading receiver on the Challengers.
And the Challengers are just going to let that clock run out, it looks like.
And the horn sounds, and that means it's halftime. Invite you to stick around for the Medford Parks and Rec halftime report. Visit Play Medford to find out.
Before you say it's halftime, I have a feeling they're going to put a couple of seconds. They are back on the clock here, just so you know. And
sure, why not?
And the Challengers called a timeout. I think they just want to throw a Hail Mary just for the opportunity to try it, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
You never know when you might need it, so let's practice it in a real game. So the Challengers call a timeout here, and I think they're going to let Farmer, release the hounds, so to speak, see if he can get one in the end zone.
Fall sports action is brought to you by our title sponsor, Lithia Jeep Dodge Chrysler, where you can find great deals on the lot or at lithiasuperstore.com. And our presenting sponsor, Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, now with 9 locations nearby to serve you. Well, and you know that Farmer, along with all that speed that he brings to the quarterback position, that he's got a good gun, too.
Yeah, he does.
Challengers, twin receivers to each side. Farmer, good snap. Throw long downfield. And he throws it to Fianaka.
For a touchdown.
The pass is caught. Touchdown, Challengers. Well, I guess you could say that was worth it.
Yeah, 35-yard touchdown pass to close out the half.
Well, let's show that to you. Farmer. And he really throws, he just kind of puts it out there for Fianaka to run up and catch up to it. And the Challengers extend the lead. Fianaka will come in for the point after attempt. Try to make it a 35-0 game. The snap, the kick, it is up.
And good.
And it is good. So it is halftime. Our halftime report brought to you by the Medford Parks and Rec Department. Visit playmedford.com to find the latest fall activity guide, sports leagues, classes, field trips, and special events that await you. Visit playmedford.com and click on the program guide tab to learn more. It looks like we've got the Phoenix Marching Band getting ready to set it all up. And while they do that, we will take a quick timeout here on TableRockSports.net. Thank you.
So what do you do when a loved one has been wrongfully injured or killed? It's simple. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Want to test drive U.S. Cellular's nationwide 5G coverage?
Yeah.
Download the Try Us app.
Here we go.
U.S. Cellular works great out here. Hey, I wonder if U.S. Cellular lets me stream in my... Yep, it's working.
Download the U.S. Cellular Try Us app for a free 30-day trial.
Visit U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, Southern Oregon's exclusive authorized agent for U.S. Cellular, now serving Roseburg and Klamath Falls. See SOUScellular.com for details.
So what do you do when you can't work because you were injured on the job? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Oh, 5 for 9. Yeah, 5 for 10 with an interception for 20.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherms Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
Getting ready to bring you the Phoenix High Marching Band. Getting ready to perform at the Pride of the Northwest.
Long, long ago, there was a beautiful woman named Medusa. Her beauty drew the attention of Athena, who soon grew angry and jealous of the fair maiden. Athena cursed her, turning her hair to snakes and giving her a monstrous appearance whose gaze would turn anyone to stone. Beware, mortals. Beware, Medusa. Tasked by Zeus to end her reign of terror, set off on his quest. Perseus reached Medusa, he found her asleep. Her serpentine hair hissing in the moonlight. Trying not to wake her, Perseus crept deeper into her lair. Medusa's eyes flew open. Perseus guarded himself with his mirrored shield. The battle raged through Medusa's lair. But who would prove victorious?
Experience has taught me not to pull the trigger too early in terms of going to break during a band performance. You get those what we call false endings from time to time.
Yes,
but that kind of
do.
brings back some memories. The Phoenix Band getting ready to perform at Pride of the Northwest, a competition that's gone on Grants Pass for quite some number of years. And my oldest daughter went to Crater and was a part of that competition. And you see a lot of creativity on display. What I think is kind of cool about something like this, it gives kids who aren't athletes a chance to be a part of the pageantry that is being under the Friday Night Lights.
Well, and yeah, it's great. It's great to see schools that have bands. I mean, we don't see them that often in the 3A. There just isn't a big. They're generally speaking not big enough schools to have enough participation in a band to put something like this together. So always fun to see it when we get an opportunity. And so a nice job by them tonight. I'm sure they're. I believe that competition is that this weekend.
I believe it's tomorrow.
Yeah, so that was a good.
I know it's in October every year. I thought I caught that from the public address.
Well, what's great is that it's a good precursor for their performance tomorrow.
Absolutely. Well, we'll get ready to go to break, and then Mark will have the halftime stats. Did you know the City of Medford is the largest provider of community recreation classes, programs, and sports leagues in Southern Oregon? The Fall Program Guide just came out. Find out about all the recreation and learning opportunities at playmedford.com. We're going to take a quick 1-minute break, and then we'll be right back here on TableRockSports.net.
All right, let's go, guys. 15 minutes. Get your stuff.
Bye, Mom.
Have a good day, guys. I don't know what happened.
Just next time, go a little slower and figure it out.
Okay, I get it.
What you're going to do is you're going to take the line.
Life is busy. Juggling everything can be overwhelming. We've all been there. so consumed with our own lives that we sometimes forget about what someone else might be going through.
Ref, come on!
No, ref! There's no contact! I'm straight up! That is a terrible
So
goal.
keep it in perspective, because we're all hoping for the same thing, to be respected for who we are and what we do. Remember, no ref, no game. You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your...
Shall we say, developed an appreciation for it. Back here at halftime, Jim McCoy along with Mark McLemore just ruminating a little bit about marching band from days gone by, and now we're getting ready for the start of the second half. But Mark, you've got some halftime stats for us that I'm sure tell us.
Yeah, I got a little
story.
I got a little distracted by the band there, but I do have some halftime stats for it, and unfortunately for Phoenix, not a lot going on for them here in the first half, as you might suspect from the score. But they just had 2 first downs in the first half, ran the ball 11 times for just 3 yards. Passing so far in this one for Peyton Turner, he was 5 for 10 for just 23 yards, and the 1 interception that the Challengers returned 45 yards back to the 10-yard line. And so total offense before return yards, just 26 yards of offense for the Phoenix Pirates in the first half. We talked about that Challenger defense putting pressure on the quarterback, and they've really done a good job of that. They had 45 yards in returns, did Phoenix, for a total offense of 71 yards in the first half. Penalties for the Pirates, just 3 penalties for 15 yards. They got to be very happy about that, and they did have the 1 fumble of the snap on the punt that turned into a Challenger touchdown a couple plays later, and that was unfortunate for them. So they had the 1 interception and the 1 fumble as far as turnovers in that first half. For Cascade Christian, in the first half, they had 5 first downs, ran the ball 13 times for 92 yards. Passing, Derek Farmer, 10 for 14 for 189 yards in the first half. So total offense without returns for Cascade Christian, 281 yards in that first half. So really nice first half offensively and defensively for the Challengers so far. Return yards for Cascade, I mentioned the 45-yard interception return along with a couple of punt returns by Bryson Walker for 70 yards. So total offense for the Challengers in the first half, 351 yards. So really nice half offensively for Cascade. The real bugaboo, the only bugaboo really, in that first half, 6 penalties for 55 yards. That's a little more than Coach Getman would like to see for a half, for sure. And the other little, dent in the armor, so to speak, remember the Challengers drove the length of the field, fumbled the football inside the red zone. Derek Farmer dropped that ball, and unfortunately for Cascade, ended up losing it to the Pirates. So all in all, though, offensively and defensively, a pretty darn good half for the Challengers.
Derek Farmer, a part of 4 touchdowns this evening, 1 by the run, 3 through the air, 2 of those going to Scaglione, and another going to Alex Fianacca. Bryson Walker got the fireworks started tonight on a 34-yard touchdown run for Cascade Christian. We're just about ready to bring you the second half of football. Southern Oregon has a new place to play in Medford, the Rogue X Aquatics and Event Center. 2 pools, a splash pad, and plenty of gym and court space to accommodate your indoor sports. Learn more at roguexmedford.com for daily information on open swim and gym hours and all that the X has to offer. roguexmedford.com. We'll take a final timeout, and we'll bring the second half your way on TableRockSports.net.
Discover the Crater Advantage at Crater Car Wash today. Scan the QR code and sign up for your free $15 wash. Crater Car Wash. Clean. Dry. Fast.
Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Want surprisingly great rates on auto, home, and life? Now's the time to call State Farm agent Rory Wold in Medford.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Discover the Crater Advantage at Crater Car Wash today. Scan the QR code and sign up for your free $15 wash. Crater Car Wash. Clean. Dry. Fast.
Well, I heard the horn sound, and I tell you, that was a kind of a jarring experience while we were doing the pregame, the shooting of the cannon.
You know, every year I forget about that, and when they shoot that thing, it just, it's startling.
Yeah, to say the least. And, well, we got that out of the way. It reminds me of, you remember,
just
a couple
remember.
years ago at Crook County.
Yep. Just remember, if the Pirates score a touchdown, you're going to hear it again. So be prepared this time.
Be prepared, you bet. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Well, and we're glad that you hung with us through the technical difficulties. I think we got everything. The offending HDMI cable will be offending no more.
Yeah, it's been deposited in the trash receptacle, and that should be the end of that problem.
Yes, it has found entry to file 13. So the Pirates get ready to kick it away. Alcantar Ochoa getting ready to send it away. Back deep. And taking it is Michael Covey. Gets the chance to show off some of his mad running skills. Takes it up past the 35-yard line, up to the 37. And that is where the Challengers will set up shop. Cascade Christian, as Mark mentioned at halftime, over 350 yards of total offense. Very productive half, and a far cry from the team that really struggled to keep drives going early in the season. Derek Farmer in the backfield with Bryson Walker. Twin receivers to each side. Going in motion to the left is Scaglione. We see a little fly sweep action. He's got running room. He is tripped up there. Grabbing him by the ankles, taking him down is Derek Corder.
Well, I'll tell you what, if he didn't get him, he would have probably been gone. He got 6-7 yards on that play. But I tell you what, that ankle tackle probably saved the touchdown, it looked like.
So it'll bring up, we'll call it a 2nd down and 4. Opening moments of the third quarter. Farmer out of the gun, drops back, looks long, looking downfield. Has a man, and Grady Sickler there on the receiving end can't quite hang on.
Boy, that was a well-thrown ball and just out of the reach of Sickler.
So that'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
Nice time to try that. Take a little shot down the field. He had him open and just overthrew him.
Before or after the game is a great time to visit Dutch Bros and enjoy your favorite beverage. Dutch Bros gives back to the communities they serve in support of kids and local efforts to help others. Dutch Bros.
And we see Briley Richardson going out of the football game. He had some sort of equipment problem.
That'll bring in Jacob Beamish. And it is Farmer handing off, and there is Bryson Walker. Walker gets to the outside.
And Beamish comes into the football game and makes a nice block on the edge for Walker, giving him that 1st down as he picks up about 12 yards on the play. Good block by Beamish, coming right off the bench into block. Challengers over 100 yards, rushing the football now tonight unofficially.
Here, first drive of the third quarter. Farmer looking right. Pass.
Incomplete.
Can hang on. Jacob Beamish there. Opportunity. Can't capitalize. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Ball thrown really hard that time by Farmer. And Beamish, you got to catch the football with your hands, and you can't let it get to your shoulder pads because it's just going to bounce off, especially when it's thrown that hard. And that's what happened that time. Hit him in the shoulder pads, bounced off.
I wonder if baseball coach Kevin Schaefer's watching.
Yeah, that was a fastball right there.
Farmer. Long count. Bunch formation to the left. And there's Walker. Walker busts through. And there to make the stop, River Delco.
12-yard carry again for Walker. Another first down for the Challengers in the ground game.
Well, you talk about that ground game for Cascade Christian, looking at the rushing stats coming into the game on the season. Walker, the leading rusher, at 413 yards, but Derek Farmer not far behind with 345, and off of fly sweeps and the sundry other ways, Scaglione with 333. Single setback is indeed Walker. Trips out to the left. Inside slot is Caleb Scaglione. Farmer looking left. Pass complete to Grady Sickler. Sickler takes it into the red zone as the Challengers pick up another first down.
Yeah, nice throw that time. Good decision by Farmer. He looked at the different. He had 3 different receivers out there to look at, and Sickler was definitely the open one, and he gets the ball to him on a nice throw that time. Challengers over 200 yards passing now in the night. Over 100 yards rushing, over 200 yards passing so far in this one.
Farmer 633 yards passing coming into the game on the season. He'll throw the pass complete. Picking it up is Scaglione. Scaglione keeps his feet as he works it inside the 10-yard line as the Challengers are knocking on the door.
Yeah, down to the 6, and that's another 12-yard gain that time. And another first down for the Challengers. Now first and goal at about the 7.
6:45, so the Challengers playing some keep away here. And here, whistle out there, momentarily stopping play. Now we're off and running again. Sickler out wide to the left, slot on his side is Scaglione. Beamish in motion.
He gets the football. Good tackle there by the Phoenix Pirates. That is Derek Corder on the stop as he comes from his linebacker position and does a good job of protecting the edge. Beamish actually looks like he lost a couple yards on that play.
Derek Corder, youngest son of Marty Corder, who was a wrestler at Southern Oregon University. Wrestled at 167 pounds back during the Bob Ream era, which was a few years ago.
Just a few.
And it is Scaglione in at quarterback. And he's got it, and he's going to go ahead and take off and run with it. Picks his spots. Tries to run it in.
It looks like he's down to about the 3.
Yeah.
Give him 7 on the carry. But there's a flag, or is there a flag? Yes, there is. Looks like the Challengers are going to get called for a hold.
So a little bit more real estate now as Briley Richardson checks back into the Challenger lineup. So this will be a second and goal from the 20.
We've got a lot of second and goals from way beyond the 10, let's just say.
From places that coaches don't want it.
Yes, exactly.
Farmer, quick drop, looking downfield, and
well, that time, a nice job by Akpan coming in from his end position and turning Farmer just as he's trying to throw the football. And so that ball just thrown into the turf because he had Akpan hanging on him as he's trying to get rid of it.
Well, we've seen this Pirate defense make some plays tonight.
Yes.
Just a matter of putting more of them together. Little trouble there for Farmer with that. He'll go ahead and pass complete to Richardson. Richardson will take it down to about the 13-yard line, and that'll set up a 4th and goal. And Mark, I'm wondering here if this might not be an opportunity.
Looks like Fianaka's coming out, if that's what you're talking about.
Field goal try. He has been the kind of kicker, there's no question that he's got the boot for it. And I think more than anything else, it's just been execution.
Yeah, so this will be a 30-yard attempt for Fiannaca.
Zach Cook, the long snapper. The holder is Scaglione. The kick.
Blocked.
And it is blocked. Loose on the field. And picking it up is Scaglione. Scaglione, he's got running room to the far sideline. He's going to go ahead and take off and run with it.
Touchdown.
Unbelievable.
Oh, my goodness. Where did he pick that ball up? About the 35, and somehow he ends up in the end zone. Is there a flag? I don't see one.
Oh, my goodness.
Touchdown Challengers.
Well, right as the replay picks it up, you can see it had just been blocked. Good hustle by Scaglione to get it. And then to get those 35 yards, Mark, I think he ran about 80.
I think you're right about that. As the Challengers put more points on the board here with 2:50 to go in the third quarter.
We have seen some interesting highlights tonight. So now Fiannaca in closer. Kick is up. And it is good. Third quarter. 2:28 left to go in the frame. And we will take a timeout and be back with more action here on TableRockSports.net.
It's kind of simple. We're not rocket scientists. We just make great pizza. When you're ready for traditional values, time with your family, and a great meal, you're invited to Abby's. Order at abbys.com. Our family is here for your family. It's fall. Want a great value that doesn't involve pumpkin spice? Try Abby's Barbecue Chicken Pizza. Save and enjoy a pizza with loads of quality toppings to the edge. Your taste buds and your wallet will thank you. Enjoy Abby's October Special at a very special price.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Alex Fiannaca getting ready to kick it away. End over end kick. Taken down at about the 3-yard line. Taking off and run with it. Wyatt Dean, he picks up some yardage after contact and gets it out to about the 24-yard line. Yeah, I mean, Mark, I don't know that a play like that, how you describe it, because it's a block. You wouldn't necessarily say, I don't think, you would say it's a return.
It's a blocked field goal.
Blocked field goal.
It's not. I mean, I don't know what else to call it other than a return, really, because
he picked
it up. He picked up a blocked field goal and ran it in the end zone. So, anyway, Phoenix now with their first possession here of the third quarter with 1:28 to go, clock running here in the third quarter.
Mark, I'm not a young man, but I don't think I've ever seen that before.
No, I have not seen that happen before either. At least not at the high school level. I think I might have seen it in a college game before, but not at the high school level.
Meanwhile, taking off and running with it is Martin. And wait a minute, not so fast. I got a flag on the play.
Yeah, there's an illegal block.
And, well, I tell you what, another wild and crazy play. We just saw another one of those this evening.
Yeah, well, if you look at all the flags over there, every single one of the referees threw their flag on that illegal block, because you can't. That's one of those plays they've outlawed in high school. Is when it's called a blindside block. Mm-hmm. If you remember back in the day, we used to have a crackback block for the wide receiver coming down and getting the linebacker and blocking him, actually in some cases below the waist back in the day, and it was legal. Well, they've made the blindside block in high school football illegal for obvious safety reasons, and so right here you're going to see that penalty half the distance to the goal. against the Pirates on the blindside block.
So that'll put the ball back at the 9 yard line.
9 yard line, I think. 1st and 23 now for the Pirates.
Well, one of the things that we anticipated that they've not been able to pull off, we were expecting to see some of that Pirate passing game. And I think it's just been one of those nights where the pressure...
I'm not sure why they're moving the sticks. I don't understand why it's 1st and 10 now. That's wrong. So...
Well, the white hat going to come out there. A little conversation here on.
Well, because remember the blindside block happened after a play, right? The play they had the ball. I don't remember. I don't remember where the sticks were. I was somewhere up around the 30-yard line when that play started, and then you're going half the distance. Actually, it was the 20, and you're going half the distance to the goal, back to the 9. So it should be the sticks shouldn't have moved. So and now they're figuring that out.
So while they get that squared away, I want to remind you that today's game is brought to you by Tap Rock Northwest Bar and Grill in Grants Pass on the banks of the Rogue River and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign promoting respectful behavior at youth sporting events.
And it's end of the quarter, Jim, so they're now going to do that.
All right, so we'll go ahead and take a quick timeout. We'll be back with the fourth after these messages.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Getting ready for the start of the fourth quarter. Got everything all sorted out, and now you got I don't know if the numbers go this high, Mark. 1st and 26.
As we start the fourth quarter.
And reserve quarterback into the ball game. Pass complete.
It's Castile throwing that one.
Castile, the left-hander, on in relief of Turner. So he'll recover some of that.
3 yards on the play.
Quarter in the backfield. 4 receivers set. Castile at quarterback. He'll roll out to his left. Trey does, and he is brought down. There for the challengers. Looks like one of the players into the ball game is Grant Keller. And have a player down for the Pirates. Libert's Carpet One, 2 giant warehouses, design help and certified flooring installers. Libert's Carpet One, Medford and Grants Pass. So this will put the ball back at the 3-yard line.
And bring up 3rd and 33, if my math is right.
We'll go with it. I'm not going to question you.
Maybe it's 34, you know. What's a yard between friends?
Oh, absolutely. Hudson says, wait a minute, I need to get to the other side of the field here. Dean is split out wide to the right. Castile at quarterback. And they'll go ahead and hand the ball there on the run.
Nice run that time.
That is Derek Corder with it.
He gets out to the 11-yard line for a nice gain. Picked up about 8.
So that'll bring up 4th down. We got some of that back, at least. End zone a little bit further back behind Alcantar. The kick. Kind of a wounded duck.
It's a nice bounce, though.
Yes, it does.
Goes out of bounds about the 36-yard line, and that will be where the Challengers take over.
So this is a point where I think we probably start to see the night shift for the Challengers.
Yeah, Bryson Walker going out.
It looks like we might have Sickler at quarterback. And I don't know that we've seen a whole lot of him this year. He's missed a couple of games with an injury, and actually...
Yeah, he's out there. But it looks like Scaglione's going to play quarterback, and we've got
Eli Young into the ball
Michael
game.
Covey in at the back.
Formation out to the right.
9:20 to go here in the 4th quarter. Challengers on top, 42-0. Oh.
A little bit of problem there, and Scaglione going to try to take off and run with it. And Akpan there to slow it all up, and then there to finish him off for the Pirates. Wearing number 6 is Sidney McQueen.
Loss of about 10 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 20 for the Challengers. Not that they really care too much. The clock's running. 8:50 to go now in the ball game.
Challengers trips out to the right side. That's the wide side of the field. Split wide left is Eli Young. And the whistle blows.
False start on the Challengers.
Looks like along that offensive line we have Wyatt Hurley into the ball game for Cascade Christian. See him start on defense as a linebacker, but he's in here on the offensive side of the ball.
Eli Young out here at wide receiver on the near side of the field.
Scaglione rolling out to his right, looking downfield, but there he's wrapped up in the backfield.
And he fumbled the football, and Phoenix got it.
So the Challengers turn it over late, and the Pirates get an opportunity here. I'm sure they would love nothing more than to put one on the board and take a little bit of the edge off of what has been a difficult night.
Well, Scaglione's down on the field, I believe. I think that's who that is.
So we will go ahead and take a quick timeout while they look after the injured Challenger. We'll be right back.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherms Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
Caleb Scaglione, the injured Challenger, able to walk off under his own power.
Second fumble of the game, both by Challenger quarterbacks, just not the same one.
And now it'll be Castillo. And he'll go ahead and take off and run with it. He has some running room upfield, outruns the posse, and he scores for the Pirates.
42 yards on the run. And don't remember, we talked about it. You know what's going to happen next, so just be ready for it. There it is.
Ow.
Told you. Touchdown Pirates. 42 yards on the run by Castillo.
Yeah, I tell you what, that kid can fly.
He's fast. Right through the middle of that Challenger defense. Good blocking out in front, though, too, that time.
Like Jesse James on a jailbreak.
That's right.
Point after attempt, Alcantar. And
it's good.
Flag flying in. So we'll see what that's about. Or maybe we'll just go ahead.
Well, it's a personal foul against the Challengers. We'll see if that gets added onto the kickoff or not. But we'll go from there. Phoenix, anyway, gets the touchdown and the extra point here with 6 minutes to go, 6:22 in the fourth quarter. They're on the board.
All right, we'll take a timeout and be right back.
It's time to fall into savings at Medford Mattress, downtown Medford. If you want the lowest prices of the year on all in-stock Beauty Rest Serta and more, now's your chance. Memory foam queen starting at just $3.99. With adjustable base, only $9.99.
Come in and compare our prices. You'll be glad you did.
Time to fall into savings. Only at Medford Mattress, downtown Medford.
Where quality is still not costly.
Discover luxurious Karastan flooring at Lippert's Carpet One. The flooring you need to live beautifully. With the National Karastan Month Savings with Style event, experience the luxury of Karastan and capture the lowest prices of the year. With savings up to $1,000 back on beautiful flooring and pay no interest for 18 full months during National Karastan Month, exclusively at both Lippert's Carpet One locations, Medford and Grants Pass.
It's a bit of a trek, you know, you kind of got to take a little loop to get around here.
Yes, you do.
Back at Jack Woodward Stadium, the Pirates on the board.
And it kind of looks like they're going to try an onside kick, which is an interesting idea. Hopefully the Challengers are ready for it.
Well, I guess, you know.
I mean, when you get the ball clear up at the Challenger 45, it's probably not you're not losing a bunch if you do an onside kick.
Got to practice it sooner or later in live game conditions, I guess. Alcantar, Ochoa, and the ball bounces, and there, Grant Keller, who's had a very brief football career coming out as a senior, gets a little highlight as he recovers it.
Yeah. Not sure what to do with it after he did catch it, but he manages to hang on to it.
Yeah, it's like we didn't go over this part.
we didn't go. This is the first time I've done this. I don't know what to do once I catch a kickoff. I'm just supposed to block people.
Well, you being a Cowboys fan, you just tell them, it's like, well, just don't do what Leon Lett did.
Yeah, there you go.
You know.
Just don't mess it up.
Right. So in this case,
looks like Sickler out there at quarterback now. We got Bryson Walker in the slot, which is an interesting spot for him.
Eli Young, and they're going to go ahead and
hand the ball to Covey. He's going to break a few tackles.
He's not going down. It's like, you know, I don't get to do this a lot, and I'm going to make it count when I do.
Yeah, that's for sure. 15 yards on the run. So a nice job. It's actually 16 yards on the run for Covey. Nice first down. Challengers just letting that clock run. 5 minutes to go now here in the fourth quarter.
So Challengers mixing it up a little bit. Riley Richards checking into the ball game. I also see Seth Scaglione out there, split out wide to the right. He's there in that bunch formation. Over wide left is senior Eli Young. Pass complete to Scaglione. Scaglione slips a tackle and works it down to the 44-yard line.
Nice throw by Sickler. Got the ball out there quickly to his guy. That's what you like to see from a quarterback when you're running those little jack screens, they call them. Although there's going to be a holding call here, it looks like, on the Challenger. So give him 3 yards on the catch, and then we're going to have a 10-yard penalty against Cascade Christian. That's only the third penalty of the second half after having 6 in the first half, so a little bit better.
So Challengers out there with their reserves. Blake Patereau in the lineup, freshman. Big kid at 6'1", 215. Saw that 52, and I had a sudden flashback. Remember Anthony Uter?
Mm-hmm.
Covey with it. He's out just outside of midfield.
Picks up about 7 yards or so, 8 yards. Give him a nice carry there.
Christian Canchola Medina checks into the ball game along with Antonio Barreto. Couple of big fellas. Mentioned Keller earlier. He's out there working along that offensive line. Covey with it.
Gets around the corner. Runs hard. I love to see that. Give him about 3 yards on that one.
Tell you what, you got some tall kids in that freshman class. 6 foot 170 is Covey. I'll tell you, he looks taller than that. And
well, Beamish is 6'2", I think, or so, 6'1" or 6'2".
And, these kids, and that's one of the things I thought at the beginning of the year is that we didn't have a whole lot of length at receiver, but these are a couple of guys in your skill positions that can help you take care of that. And then when Sickler's in there, he's not a short guy either.
No, he's getting a chance to play some quarterback right now.
Sickler, he's going to take off and run with it.
Probably should have gave that. Lost a yard. But now what do we got? 4th down. I'm assuming I don't know what the Challengers are going to do. You never know with Johnny. Fourth and 9, it looks like. I would assume they'd punt the football, and it looks like maybe the punt guys are coming out. 2 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Challengers up 42-7.
So the Challengers working with the running clock here. And single setback formation. We got bunch formation out to the right.
Looks like they're going to punt it. That's
okay.
You got Fianaka back there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fianaka,
he's going to roll out, and he's going to punt it like those
rugby
style kickers. And nice punt. It checks up right inside, clear down to the 1 yard line. Beautiful punt.
By the Challengers.
Beautiful punt.
So the Pirates take over deep in their own territory.
With about a minute to go here. Not sure they're going to rush this at all. But remember, the clock's running. Running clock here at the end of the game. And I don't think anybody's in necessarily a hurry to run a play. It looks like they're going to have to run one more play to finish this out. .40 seconds to go, clock running as the Pirates get back out on the football. And
Castile out there leading the troops.
Kind of expect him to just kind of sneak it, make sure he doesn't get a safety. And that should be the ball game. And he does. He gets this little sneak in there. 20 seconds, and that clock is running. And that should do it.
That should just about take care of it. Well, with this now, the Cascade Christian Challengers square their record up at 3-3 on the season. So after going 1-3 in the early stretch of the season, they are now 2-0 in Special District 5 play. And they end up salting away the 42-7 victory.
Whoa.
We'll take a timeout, and then we'll be back with the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign post-game show. And that'll follow these messages here on TableRockSports.net.
I didn't expect that one.
No.
Discover the Crater Advantage at Crater Car Wash today. Scan the QR code and sign up for your free $15 wash. Crater Car Wash. Clean. Dry. Fast.
Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Want surprisingly great rates on auto, home, and life? Now's the time to call State Farm agent Rory Wold in Medford.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Discover the Crater Advantage at Crater Car Wash today. Scan the QR code and sign up for your free $15 wash. Crater Car Wash. Clean. Dry. Fast.
Welcome to the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role post-game show here on TableRockSports.net. Go to TravelMedford.com and search Know Your Role and find out how this campaign is changing youth sports for the better. Checking out the scoring from the ball game for you. The Challengers got started. First play from scrimmage, it was Bryson Walker with a 34-yard touchdown run. Point after attempt by Fianaka was good to make it 7-0. That was followed a couple of minutes later by Derek Farmer, 10-yard touchdown run. Point after good to make it 14-0. Then Farmer threw the first of 3 touchdown passes on the night. 14-yarder to Scaglione. The point after attempt no good. 20-0 score there. 2:26 to go in the first half. Derek Farmer connected on a 74-yard touchdown pass to Scaglione. The 2-point conversion run by Farmer was good to make it 28-0. And then right as we went to the halftime locker room, it was Farmer connecting with Alex Fianaka. And his point after attempt was good to make it 35-0. Then in the second half, Alex Fianaka attempted a field goal attempt that was blocked. Caleb Scaglione ran and picked it up and scampered 35 yards for a touchdown. Point after good to make it 42-0. And then, near the end of the game, it was Trey Castile scoring on a 42-yard touchdown run. Point after attempt by Alcantar Ochoa is good to give you a final score of 42-7. With that, the Challengers go to 3-3 overall and 2-0 in league play. Rogue Credit Union is proud to partner with the Medford School District and Table Rock Sports on the Touchdown Club again this fall. Supporting communities, schools, and the tools to meet your financial needs. Rogue Credit Union. Looks like Mark is just about finished over there. And again, want to remind you, coming up next week, Challenger fans, it'll be homecoming. And the school's celebrating 50 years of existence, so there's going to be a tailgate party, and you can still buy tickets for that coming up. They'll start off at 5:30 in the evening, then we'll have homecoming, and then also I think some senior recognition that night, because believe it or not, that's the last home game of the season for the Challengers, save for the playoffs. So make sure that you come check that out as the Challengers take on their crosstown rival, the St. Mary's Crusaders. Looks like you've got some stats ready for us, Mark.
I do. First for the Phoenix Pirates, they end the game with just 4 first downs in the ball game. Rushing yards for Phoenix, 15 carries for 44 yards. So a nice job by the Challenger defense of limiting, with the exception, really, if you look at it, they had a 42-yard touchdown run there in the fourth quarter. So you take that out, and Phoenix had 2 yards prior to that carry. So a nice job by the Challenger defense of holding Phoenix down in the run game. Passing-wise for the Pirates, Turner was 6 for 11 for 26 yards. So total rushing and passing yards in the football game for Phoenix, just 70 yards. So nice job defensively by the Challengers, holding Phoenix to just 70 yards of offense. As far as return yards, the Pirates with 45. Total offense for Phoenix, 115 yards. Phoenix with 4 penalties for just 25 yards. And they had the 1 interception and the 1 fumble, the 2 turnovers in the football game as well. For the Challengers, 10 first downs in the game. Rushing the ball, 22 carries for 136 yards. Passing, combination of, the usual suspects there for the Challengers. 3 different guys played quarterback, but only Sickler and Farmer actually threw the ball. 14 for 21 between the two of them for 226 yards. So the Challengers rushing 136, passing 226, 362 yards of offense, and then they had 125 yards in returns as well, including the, a blocked kick touchdown. I don't know if that's a return or not, but anyway, 487 yards of total offense for Cascade Christian. The Challengers with 9 penalties for 80 yards in the game. They need to clean some of that up, and then each of those 2 quarterbacks lost a fumble. Farmer lost one in the first half, and Sickler lost one in the second half. So got to take care of the football, too. Those are things they'll work on going into next week's game. But again, the Challengers 2-0 in league, and that's the important part. Remember, winning your league gives you an automatic top 10 berth, or top 8 berth, I should say, in the state playoffs, and an automatic first-round home game, and that's got to be what the Challengers are shooting for now as they go into the rest of their league schedule.
All right, well, that's going to wrap up things from here. We'd like to thank Phoenix High Athletic Director James Joy for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net and today's broadcast. Special thanks to head coaches Charlie Hall and John Getman. Our next Challenger Table Rock Sports production featuring Challenger football will be Friday night against St. Mary's at Lithia Driveway Field number 10. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. It is Cascade Christian 42, Phoenix 7. This has been a presentation of TableRockSports.net. Our executive producer is Joe Brett. With Mark McLemore and cameraman Johnny McCoy, I'm Jim McCoy saying thanks for watching and good night from Phoenix High School in Phoenix, Oregon.